Hey guys, welcome to episode 74 of the JLS Gaming Show. I'm your host, Will A.K. LaSalle. Let's do it. Let's get right into it, guys. We're scheduled to start. Normally, it's every Wednesday and Sundays, the show at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. I scheduled it today because I was running a little bit behind. I thought I was going to be running a little behind. I was working on some important stuff, beta testing an upcoming game. I can't reveal anything about it, but you know what I'm saying? That's how we do at JLS Gaming. We'll have a full review when it launches, if it launches, et cetera, et cetera. Game developers, everything like that. If you want our feedback, reviews, get in contact, right? Social at jlsgaming.com or Will at jlsgaming.com. So let's get right into it. Shout outs. Oh, beautiful Liliana LaSalle, right? It was her birthday a week ago, Cinco de Mayo. So happy belated birthday to everybody out there, right? And let's get into the banners. Like always, man, stay home and game. You know, be safe and all that good stuff, right? What retro game or current game have you been playing lately and why? So that's like I said, like it shows in the description, Resident Evil Village, right? I didn't realize until I beat the game last night, late last night, that the VII reflects 8. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's real, that's some good stuff there. Meaning it's Resident Evil 8, right? Slash Village, you know, and all that good stuff. Who's that beautiful girl on the thumbnail? I don't know who you're talking about. On your thumbnail or my thumbnail or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so Resident Evil Village, let's talk about it. Let's get right into that. You know what I'm saying, and talk about it a little bit. I think the game was great. You know, the experience. I played it on the Xbox Series X. Able to also play it through remote play, and the resume features and stuff like that was a cool experience. Took me about 12 and a half hours to beat it. You know, I know I said that people were saying that it gets through in about 10 hours. Man, these guys got to be good. I try to enjoy the experience in games like that, right? And totally immerse myself. I was playing it with the um, Xbox equivalent of the Pulse headset, and it wasn't as good as the Pulse headset, right? And the Pulse headset, I've played a few games with it, notably Miles Morales, and the 3D sound was better than the 3D sound I was hearing with respects to the Xbox headset, right? $99 headset and Resident Evil Village, right? So that's kind of, you know, crazy. So there you go, James LaSalle. Hi. So it was weird because I would have liked the effect to have been right. There was times where I'm hearing water dropping. I'm thinking something's leaking in the house with the headset on, right? And my wife snuck up on me and gave me a jump scare herself when she touched my head. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was, you know, I thought Lady Dimitrescu or whatever like that was in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I got shook right when she touched me, and she got real mad at me, right? So Liliana says the thumbnail from this video, it's the Resident Evil chick. Oh yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? I got the googly eyes for her. Lady Dimitrescu, whatever, however you pronounce it, because I don't think I was even pronouncing it correctly in the game or whatever like that, right? So anyway, so the experience, so again, it would have been with the headset. I was trying to get immersive, have it dark in the room and all that stuff. With the headset, if they would have did it where it was that kind of spatial 3D, right? With Miles Morales, I noticed that I'm getting close to them playing the reggaeton. You know what I'm trying to say? I could tell where it was coming from within the game, that kind of an immersive experience. This one being first person and everything like that, you know, it should have been, meaning Resident Evil Village, where they're trying to creep up on me, right? The monsters, I can tell, oh, just by the sound, I can tell that they're to my right, to my character's left, or whatever like that. So I would have liked to have seen that better. That's why I played it with the headset. But enough about that too. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about other stuff. So I guess with this new Resident Evil Village and all the hype, right? So zombies ate my neighbors. I wish zombies would eat my neighbors, right? They didn't eat them, so past tense ate them. You know what I'm trying to say? I wish they would eat our neighbors. You know, partying till crazy. You know, get off my lawn. party until crazy times. Now I'm joking with you guys. But anyway, that game, right, which we talked about it a few episodes ago, is going to be re-released, right? They're also re-releasing all those monster cereals for the 50-year anniversary. So they're re-releasing Zombies Ate My Neighbors on basically all platforms, right? So you guys can get it. Hopefully it's cheap. They're not trying to rip people off, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, right? So that's all good. You know what I'm trying to say? Check that out, right? The next Donkey Kong is being developed by the Super Mario Odyssey team, right? So that's a rumor going out there. They're working on a 3D Donkey Kong game, and I think that's going to be pretty cool, right? It definitely is. You know, the re-release that they had of the Wii U port or whatever like that, a new property in that Donkey Kong games ever since Donkey Kong Country, but even before that, right? Donkey Kong is a classic. You know, are great games. So might as well have that. And you guys got that intellectual property, right? On other news, PlayStation's working on 25 PS5 games. Half of them are new franchises. That's that's hot, to quote Paris Hilton or whatever like that. You know what I'm trying to say? PlayStation Studios, which is comprised of development studios like Whole Stopping Ground, Guerrilla Games, Naughty Dog, Insomniac Games, and more. They got more than 25 games in development, and that's phenomenal, right? So be on the lookout for a lot of exclusives, a lot of good games, and they already are almost lapping Xbox Series S and X, right? So on that notion, PlayStation 5 production is going to ramp up over the summer. This is crazy. It's all over the place. But again, that's the issues with so much in the world right now with supply chain issues all over the place, right? So that's kind of crazy. But they're going to increase production over the summer. We've already heard, hey, Livy, we've already heard that there is a new processor. And again, I'm anticipating there's no supply chain, you know, things can get resolved. I'm just anticipating or probably hoping for a PS5 Slim, right? Be on the lookout too for the channel. We're gonna have some accessories coming in and, over the weekend. We're gonna do a couple of little quick unboxings and reviews on some accessories that we got coming in over the weekend, right? As you know, if you check us on Instagram, you see right up there, JLS Gaming USA, you'll see our beautiful matte black, right? Modded by the beautiful Liliana LaSalle. We see that. Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? Yes, I love Metroid too, man. You know, so the beautiful matte black PS5 that we have that was modded by the beautiful Liliana. So we're gonna have some accessories and everything like that that we're gonna check out and probably do a giveaway, right? We'll probably give one away because I have a previous accessory. It just doesn't fit into the entertainment center. So maybe for one of you guys out there that's lucky. The May Xbox Series X update included a few new features, but it made a feature even better, right? Which is the quick resume feature. So now it's more prominent. You can see what games support it, and that's a great feature, right? Because I get back on, you know, and I want to just jump into the game, and it works very well in tandem with remote play, right? So it's a great feature, and it only got better, right? And like we've been talking about, remote play, everything like that. Xbox Cloud Gaming, all that good stuff, right? So be on the lookout for that, right? Wrapping things up, there's a sketchy rumor that claims Apple is developing a Nintendo Switch style gaming console. Apple Pippin 2? You know what I'm trying to say? For those of you that know that Rare system, that was, I think, a joint venture between Apple and Bandai, right? Back in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, you know, be on the lookout for this. Like, I can anticipate it being some sort of, because you figure with the Apple TV, right, and how they have it, and sometimes the ecosystem, games I download, I have Apple Arcade, games that I download through Apple Arcade to the mobile device end up magically showing on my Apple TV 4K, right? And I have a Nimbus control, which is NFI made by iPhone, made for iPhone rather. But I guess now you can connect any kind of controls, right? You can connect. You know, I was trying to play remote play with this through my M1 Mac, was unsuccessful to be able to use the 13-inch screen. I tried it in a Windows VM, unsuccessful. Finally, I had to play it on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Ay, 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 right? You know, that small screen playing a beautiful Resident Evil Village game. I was able to get a good hour in remotely, right, guys? So again, uh, the thing with the gaming consoles and other people getting in with the advent of going into the cloud, chips getting and system on a chips getting so faster and graphics and everything like that, especially Apple. When you think about it, they're going to get into gaming. And if you remember, I'm gonna transition into wrapping things up, right? If you remember the conversation that we had with shout out to TJax, shout out to Shadow Dragon, we are going to talk on Saturday, right? Stay, subscribe, stay tuned to that Game Dragon, right? We're going to have some other guests on there talking about Mortal Kombat, both the 95 one and the present one. So it's going to be a great, fun conversation. But when we had the conversation talking about game collecting and doing in the future and doing some predictions, I made the bold prediction that Apple would sit there and get into it and gobble up a company, right? And it just kind of makes sense, right? They have the infrastructure in place, right? They have the money and everything like that to buy a studio or something like that. The other thing is, like we've talked about with Tesla, and we're big Tesla fans, and we own Tesla Solar, and we own a Tesla vehicle, right? An electronic vehicle, but they're getting into, and you saw the beautiful Liliana LaSalle with her review, and showing you the Tesla Model Y that we have and the gaming components that it has, right? Well, that's the thing with the Model S that's coming out later on in the year, that it has three screens in it, three screens in it. So that thing is going to be beautiful in terms of what it's going to have with respects to it has the capability of next gen gaming. Of course, it's a MSRP like $80,000-$90,000 car, so you can buy any car and put a big old PS5 in there, figure that out or whatever like that. But a lot of people are going to get into gaming, cloud gaming, the advent of 5G, and as you can imagine, already building and everything for 6G technology. Right, this is the stuff that's really interesting to people like myself and Shadow. That Game Dragon, right? Shadow Dragon. It's really to us because we understand from a technology and a product perspective, right, guys? So anyway, with that said, continuing the shout outs. Shout out to the JLS Gaming team, Willow, James LaSalle, Livy, and the beautiful, beautiful Liliana LaSalle, right? Myself, Will A.K. LaSalle, right? And all that good stuff. And then El Rafias, last but not least, Sunday show. It's our special guest, El Rafias, is going to be on it, right? Los amigos de nosotros de Latin America. We're going to be talking about gaming, collecting, Latin America, how the video game industry is for you guys, prices, scarcity, etc. Right? And it's going to have a Spanish, English. We're going to switch it up, Spanish, English. Ya tu sabe, right? Let's do it and everything like that. So tune in on Sunday for that special episode. We'll go about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or whatever like that. All right, guys. With that said, as always, love you guys. Peace.